So welcome back to part three of our little trip down the Rhine. And before we get going, there's a couple of things I need to point out to you or to us. First of all, when we make these videos, they're only for our benefit. What we do is we create photo books of places we've been, things we've done, and we want to do these little videos as a reminder of literally just that. There are memories, but if you guys can take anything from them, great. These are just our opinions. Before the TUI experience manager, the less said about that, the better. He does a little talk on places to go, what you can see when you're in these different places. When he was doing the talk on Brysac, and you've probably seen lots of videos saying, "Don't go there, don't go there." We didn't listen to him that much because we want to find out for ourselves. Basically, he was saying, "Don't go there either." Um, he was wrong. Um, what he was trying to do, in my personal opinion, is trying to get people to pay to go on an excursion to Colmar, which is lovely. We're not saying don't go to Colmar, please do. It's absolutely stunning. Sue had already been there once before, and we just wanted to find out why all the opinions are we shouldn't go to Brysac. Brysac itself, if you're looking for a Christmas market, don't bother. There is one, it's tiny. And if you're prepared to get up at silly o'clock in the morning to go in, it's closed. There's nothing there. We went in the afternoon, and there is a little market. It's also quite a nice little place. So, as per usual with TUI, yet again, more absolutely miles away from town. Maybe that's just to keep you on board or to force you to go out to Colmar. We got told it's approximately about a 15-minute walk into town. No, it's not. It's a good half an hour. Um, when you come off the ship, there's a sign saying a walking sign for you to follow to go into Brysac. We followed that, and it was worth it. It's up a main road, but there's one or two little quirky things on the way up. Statue of Liberty, really weird. And then on the way back, we actually found out there's a coastal path you could walk down. Again, we weren't told about this. We just followed the route in. When you do actually reach Brysac, um, there's a bit of a climb. It's steps, flat, step, flat, step, flat. Um, when you get up to the top, it's worth it. You can stay on the flats and just go into the town, but the views from the top of that church absolutely stunning. But when you come back down again, it's steps, flat, steps, flat. So there's not much there. We decided to try out the local delicacy. So basically, we went to the pub for an hour. So after Brysac, and there's still not a lot there, to be honest, even on the evening time, it did light up a little bit, felt a little bit Christmassy, but we just made our way back to the ship for the gala evening. Food on the gala night, really, really tasty. What we did notice, it was quite comical, the queues actually trying to get to the restaurant where they were all trying to rush in first. It's no point getting a window seat, it's dark, and all you get is your own reflection anyway. So next stop, Mannheim. Up per usual, miles away, but at least this time he told us it was going to be a 30-minute walk. We decided to get a taxi into town. We got dropped off at the main square, and it was dead. It was completely dead. It was a Sunday, everything was shut. It's kind of pointless being there. It was like being in our hometown on a Sunday. Nothing. We had to take shelter in a doorway. Absolute crazy hailstorm we had. Don't know what it must have been like for those people that decided to walk it. When you're on board the ship, you can pick up a map. The only disappointment with the map is they actually don't show you where the Christmas markets are. So what we did, Google Maps comes in handy no matter where you are. We found the Christmas market, and it was okay. It was fine. It was just another Christmas market selling the same old stuff. No change. What was disappointing on this one as well, the security, considering what had happened the night before in Germany, it was poor. Very, very poor. No concrete barriers, no nothing. There could have been an easy repeat of what happened a couple of nights previous. So, as we said earlier, Mannheim was dead. Um, not a fat lot to do, to be honest. Everything was shut. So, the only decent thing to do is go and find a little bar, have something to eat, have a beer, and then head back for the Christmas jumper competition. So, I just want to quickly summarise the trip. Um, Food was great. Ship was great, absolutely no problem with that. Entertainment, iffy. If you like Butlins, it is your kind of stuff. Um, there's a hell of a lot of walking involved. It's a struggle. It really is a struggle. Get taxis wherever you can go. For us personally, all we wanted to say is we tried it. It's not for us. It's a little bit too intimate. You can't get away from people. You can't spend time on your own unless you lock yourself in your cabin. So we've had the experience. We've done it. It's not our thing. We much prefer the big ship. Much more to do. It's just us. So I've got to mention the accessibility again. Coming out of Birmingham, brilliant. Coming into Frankfurt, waste of time. Going out of Frankfurt, yet again, we get on the coach, having to walk across grass, having to climb over little walls, difficult with arthritis in your hips. Gets on the coach, assured there'd be somebody from TUI to meet us at the airport. No, there wasn't. No guides, no nothing. We walked for miles through that airport. Eventually found where we was going to go. Everything's automated, so unless you've been there before, not much help. Eventually, we found out we just had to load our baggage on because everything else had been done. We got in touch with the accessibility guys, and they were absolutely fantastic. It was down there, and it was just a cock up from TUI to contact Lufthansa on the way out. Absolutely no problem with it. So the big question for us is, like we said in part one of this, it was to compare Cologne, a 3-day city break, with the 5 nights down the Rhine, to see whether Cologne was actually better than Strasbourg. I've got to be honest, my humble opinion is, yeah, Cologne's better. Strasbourg, um, the home of Christmas, apart from the Christmas tree, which and that was brilliant, and the few little houses that were all cleaned up. Cologne has 5 or 6 markets that you can all go around, all within walking distance. Our personal view, if we're going to be doing Christmas markets again, we will probably look at doing city breaks. That way, you can relax, you can get into the cities, you can really have a look around them. The river cruise, it's just not us. But thanks for taking time to watch.